Welcome back to DrPrep, your FMGE high yield revision channel. I am Dr. Abraham. Today is episode 2 of our medicine series, Hypertension. By the end of this video, you will know the JNC 8 classification with exact numbers, which drug to start first, when to use which antihypertensive, and how to handle hypertensive emergencies and urgencies. Hypertension appears in FMGE almost every single time. Yet students lose marks because they mix up the JNC classifications, confuse emergency versus urgency, and forget which drug to give in which situation. In the next few minutes, I'm going to fix all of that. We will cover JNC 8 classification, step-by-step management, hypertensive emergencies with the exact drugs FMGE tests, and we'll solve 2 previous year questions together. Let's get started. First, classification. FMGE uses JNC 8 now, but some questions still use the older JNC 7 categories, so you must know both. Here is what you need to memorize. Normal, systolic below 120, diastolic below 80. Elevated or pre-hypertension, systolic 120 to 129, diastolic below 80. Stage 1 hypertension, systolic 130 to 139 or diastolic 80 to 89. Stage 2 hypertension, systolic 140 or higher or diastolic 90 or higher. Hypertensive crisis, systolic 180 or higher or diastolic 120 or higher. Now a very important FMGE point. The old JNC 7 called systolic 120 to 139 as pre-hypertension. JNC 8 now calls 120 to 129 as elevated and 130 to 139 as stage 1. FMGE questions usually specify which guideline they are using. If they say JNC 7, pre-hypertension starts at 120. If it's JNC 8, stage 1 starts at 130. Do not mix them up. Also remember, isolated systolic hypertension means systolic above 140 with a normal diastolic. This is most common in elderly patients and is tested frequently in FMGE. This is where FMGE loves to catch students. There are 2 types of hypertensive crisis, and you must know the difference. Hypertensive urgency versus hypertensive emergency. Both have very high blood pressure, around 180 over 120 or higher. The key difference is end organ damage. Hypertensive urgency, no acute end organ damage. The patient is asymptomatic or has only mild symptoms like headache or mild discomfort. Treatment, oral medications only. Drugs like oral nifedipine or oral captopril. Reduce blood pressure gradually over 24 to 48 hours. Hypertensive emergency with acute end organ damage. Severe symptoms, encephalopathy, chest pain, vision loss, renal failure, pulmonary edema. Treatment, IV medications in the intensive care unit. Drugs, IV nitroprusside, IV labetalol, IV nicardipine. Goal, reduce mean arterial pressure by 25% in the first hour, not more, and not back to normal. The single most important point, in hypertensive emergency, you reduce the MAP by 25% in the first hour, not to normal. Drop blood pressure too fast and you cause ischemic stroke. This comes as a previous year question. One big exception you must remember: hypertensive emergency with aortic dissection. Here, you need to act much faster. Reduce systolic blood pressure to below 120 within the first 20 minutes. Use IV esmolol or IV nitroprusside. Now the most FMGE tested part, management. The key principle is Lifestyle modification first, then drugs. But in clinical exams, they want to know which drug to start and when. Step-by-step drug approach. Step 1. For stage 1 hypertension, in a healthy patient with no comorbidities, start with a single drug. The first line options are thiazide diuretics, ACE inhibitors, ARBS, or calcium channel blockers. Step 2. For stage 2 hypertension, start with 2 drugs from different classes. This is a very testable point. Do not start with just one drug in stage 2. Step 3. If target blood pressure is not achieved, combine drugs from different classes. Never combine ACE inhibitor with ARB. This is another FMGE trap. Drug of choice by patient type. The FMGE favorite table. Hypertension, no comorbidities, especially in a black patient, thiazide or calcium channel blocker. ACE inhibitors are less effective in black patients. Hypertension with diabetes, ACE inhibitor. It's also renoprotective. Hypertension with chronic kidney disease or proteinuria, ACE inhibitor. It reduces proteinuria, so it's the first choice. Hypertension with heart failure, ACE inhibitor plus beta blocker plus diuretic. This is triple therapy. Hypertension after myocardial infarction, ACE inhibitor plus beta blocker. This combination reduces mortality. Hypertension with benign prostatic hyperplasia, alpha-1 blocker like prazosin. It relaxes the prostate too. Hypertension in pregnancy, methyl dopa is first line. It's safe in all trimesters. Hypertensive emergency in pregnancy, hydralazine or labetalol. These are the IV drugs for acute control. Hypertensive urgency, oral nifedipine or oral captopril. Oral only, no IV needed. Hypertensive emergency, IV nitroprusside or IV labetalol. IV drugs. Reduce mean arterial pressure by 25% in the first hour. Hypertension with asthma or COPD. Avoid beta blockers. Use calcium channel blocker instead. Hypertension with gout. Avoid thiazides. Thiazides raise uric acid. Read that table 3 times. Almost every FMGE hypertension question is answered in that table. The most tested are hypertension in pregnancy, methyl dopa. Hypertension with chronic kidney disease, ACE inhibitor. Hypertension in a black patient, thiazide or calcium channel blocker, not ACE inhibitor. Quickfire high yield round. These are the FMGE favorites. Write each one down. High yield points, hypertension. Number 1. Most common cause of secondary hypertension in adults, renovascular, renal artery stenosis. Number 2. Most common cause of secondary hypertension in children, renal parenchymal disease. Number 3. Drug that causes hypertension as a side effect, oral contraceptive pills. Number 4. Drug causing Cushing syndrome with hypertension, long-term corticosteroids. Number 5. Pheochromocytoma hypertension. Treat with alpha blocker first, such as phenoxybenzamine, then beta blocker. Number 6. Renovascular hypertension. Best investigation, renal Doppler or MR angiography. Number 7. Never combine ACE inhibitor with ARB. Danger of hyperkalemia. Number 8. Beta blockers. Avoid in asthma, COPD, heart block, Prinzmetal angina. Number 9. Thiazides. Avoid in gout, hyponatremia, hypokalemia. Number 10. Hypertension in pregnancy. Avoid ACE inhibitors and ARBs. They are teratogenic, cause fetal renal agenesis. Point number 5 is gold for FMGE. In pheochromocytoma, you always give alpha blocker first, then beta blocker, never the other way around. Giving beta blocker first causes unopposed alpha stimulation and it can be fatal. This has come as a direct FMGE question. Pause the video, read the question, try to answer before I explain. This is how toppers study. PYQ1 FMGE 2022. A 68-year-old man is diagnosed with hypertension. He has no diabetes, no chronic kidney disease, and no other comorbidities. He is of African origin. What is the first line drug? Take a moment, read it again. The trap here is the phrase African origin. Answer: thiazide diuretic or calcium channel blocker. ACE inhibitors and ARBs are less effective in black patients due to lower renin activity. JNC8 specifically recommends thiazide or CCB as first line for black patients. This is a classic FMGE trap. Students who don't know this pick ACE inhibitor. PYQ2 FMGE 2023. A 55-year-old woman presents with blood pressure of 210/130. She has sudden onset severe headache, confusion and blurring of vision. What is the target blood pressure reduction in the first hour? This is hypertensive emergency. She has end organ damage with encephalopathy and vision changes. The answer is not to bring blood pressure to normal. Answer: reduce MAP by 25% in the first hour. This is hypertensive emergency. The rule is reduce mean arterial pressure by 25% in the first 60 minutes. Do not normalize blood pressure rapidly. This causes cerebral ischemia. After 2 to 6 hours, reduce to about 160/100. Normalize over 24 to 48 hours. Drug of choice: IV nitroprusside or IV labetalol. And that is your complete high-yield revision on hypertension for FMGE. Let me give you the 3 things you absolutely must not forget. Recap: 3 things to never forget. Number 1. Hypertension in pregnancy. Methyl dopa first line. Avoid ACE inhibitors and ARBs. They are teratogenic. Number 2. Hypertensive emergency. Reduce MAP by 25% in the first hour only, not to normal. Number 3. Pheochromocytoma hypertension. Alpha blocker first, then beta blocker. Never reverse this order. If you remember just those 3 points, you will get every hypertension question right in FMGE. If this video helped you, please hit like. It genuinely helps DrPrep reach more FMGE students who need this content. Subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a new video. Next video is on heart failure, pathophysiology, Framingham criteria and drug management. It's one of the highest yield medicine topics and the link is right there on your screen. This channel is DrPrep. Study smart, score high. See you in the next one.